taking this time.
Hello,
Good morning.
everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is I, Gina Louisa.
And Buddy.
And we're here to have another good open discussion this morning.
Yes,
or today.
indeed.
As it's the afternoon. So let's
start off with
our quinine. To our health.
Salute. Mm-hmm.
And no matter what time of day.
It's a good time.
It really is. It's awesome. Whew. So it's another warm one today. Yeah, we're having a
warm and muggy.
I happen to really love the warm weather, so it doesn't bother me at all. I like
Enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they call it summer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got to we went out early this morning and got the grill going to the smoker. I smoked a big hunk of pork out there and some breadfruit and corn and peppers and we just had a wonderful lunch.
Wonderful lunch.
Yeah. So the quinine after lunch is really good too.
Anytime.
Any time of day. So let's see, a good open discussion. And kind of what's on my mind this morning is, illegal versus immoral, right and wrong, and let's try to get into right and wrong and illegal versus immoral. Okay. So legal, the word legal is a consensus. It's actually nowadays it's not even a consensus. It used to be that everybody agreed that these things are moral, so they're legal, and these things that are immoral, we'll call them illegal. Right. Something that was punishable, that the law can take into your hands, that those are immoral things, like a murder and theft and things. We made them illegal because they're an immoral thing to do. It's a bad thing to do. So we made bad things illegal. Okay? And that's really what it should be. Things have become skewed. Yeah, they're trying to skew what they consider as bad, right? But by making bad things, it's perfectly legal to do something bad, and there are a lot of examples. I mean, we could talk about, the word.
Well, it might be illegal to have a company that's making some sort of a pollutant and put it in the river, but we know it's morally not a good thing to be doing that.
Exactly.
So therefore it should be illegal.
Right.
No matter what.
They made it legal to kill. Okay. This is a big one. Okay. You live on a piece of land. Okay. Your grandfather, his grandfather, worked that land, lived on that land. And then another little group of people come in and say, we're going to kill you, throw you off your land, and take it. Now, because we say it's legal, But it's not, it's illegal or not legal, doesn't matter. It's a wrong thing to do.
That's the fact.
Right? Like, okay, but we have a peach tree in the backyard. It's a little peach tree. We just put it in last year. But there were 8 peaches on it. And this morning, they were just about getting ripe. I was going to show you some of the peaches. I was going to pick them and show you. And I went out there to pick the peaches. And last night, somebody else went in our yard and picked all the peaches off our tree.
Not a good thing.
Yeah, that's a wrong thing to do. I mean, do people not know it? Just because they might not be getting, arrested and punished and all of that doesn't make what they did
something wrong.
All right, yeah, you did something wrong. It's not the punishment that makes it wrong. They say, it's wrong to thief. Yeah, but if nobody sees you, It
Still
doesn't
did something
matter
wrong.
whether or not anybody sees you doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's that you did it. The punishment, just because people are not getting punished doesn't mean that they're not doing things wrong. Right now, we have a lot of things are going backwards in America. We're putting people in prison who didn't do anything wrong, and we're letting people out of prison who
that
do
deserve to
awful
be there.
wrong things. Yeah, it's right now we are in a time of that. It's been foretold, topsy-turvy time, the Armageddon, where you know everything's upside down, inside out, and upside down. That they're trying to negate God and good from the world, which is
Impossible.
yeah, it's crazy. And the people who do that,
Mhm.
okay, the reason that these people appear crazy, they are, right? That their wiring is crossed, and they, because when it comes to breeding this with breeding that, you cannot take the same family line in anything really. And if you take two dogs, and you breed the sister with the brother, and you're going to wind up with a crazy dog who's got health problems, yeah, you have to get a dog who's not related at all to that other dog, and you mix those two dogs together, you breed them together, and you get the best of both worlds. Okay.
Wonderful puppies.
Yes, the problem with the elite is they put money first. So therefore, like say, this family has money, and this family has money, and they don't want to even like part with $1 of that money. Okay, not even $1 of it. So they want to marry inside their own effing family. And that's what they did. They marry inside their family to keep the money in the family. And then there's another family over there, and they're doing the same thing. And then let's this inbred family marry that inbred family. And they find out that this inbred family and that inbred are really inbred all with each other too. That's why their thinking isn't clear. Those things are unclean. Those things are
unnatural,
unnatural. Okay. Mm-hmm. The very concept of money, okay? When they say money is the root of all evil, it's the love of money is the root of all evil, okay? A placeholder, or it's an unnecessary thing. Money is just an unnecessary thing. Right now, it's a big thing in our society, but we can see how that concept of money has allowed that awfulness, that evilness to even take place. It's what started it. Because if there wasn't money, that one family wouldn't have felt the need to grab it all. You see what I'm saying? And breed inside itself to try to keep it. Money, power, money, power. And the whole concept of money equaling power, like George Soros. Okay. A lot of money. So, lot of power. Because too many people, will allow you to pay the money and then do whatever you can pay me money. You can pay me money for the books that I write. You can pay me money to entertain, to teach good things. But if you think you're going to pay me money to lie, or pay me money to hurt another human being, or to do anything, you can keep your money. Keep it. It means nothing to me. You see what I'm saying? You can keep your evil. When we, the people, start putting less value on money, no, I am not going to just, like when a cop says I'm just going to stand down because I'm told to stand down and I'm paid to stand down.
Or a doctor that's doing abortions,
or a doctor that kills, even though
specialize in killing babies.
You mean your Hippocratic oath isn't supposed to be a hypocritic oath? Okay? You took an oath to preserve life. You know what I'm saying? Not to take a coin to end a life. They're so into all of these. They want abortion clinics, right? And then they want to do away with the pregnancy clinics. You know, why wouldn't you want that money like right now they're trying to give money to assist. They want we, the taxpayers, to assist in abortions. But I'd rather take that money to help that young girl who is pregnant, or whatever, however age you are, to help that person who's pregnant, help you have a healthy pregnancy and a safe delivery, and help you raise that child until you get yourself, till you get your feet on the ground and can take care of yourself and your child. That's what we would rather see the money go toward. You know, if a girl finds herself pregnant, you know, and besides, you don't just find yourself pregnant, by the way. There's always a man involved. If two people can come together for a moment's pleasure, they have consequences. Big consequences.
Create a life, you have to be responsible.
Yeah, you can't just flush that life down the toilet. Okay, the very act that you engaged in, when you said, "Oh, my body, my choice," you made the choice with that body of yours to engage in an act that creates another life.
And now you're responsible for
Yeah, you're
it.
responsible for that life. That life has its own life.
Mm-hmm.
That's another life you just created. Okay, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to renege that responsibility." No, you can't renege your responsibilities. You already made the choice to engage in the act. That was the my body, my choice. You made the choice. You can't say, "Oh, I choose to not have chosen that." You can't. You already made the choice. The life has already started now. Now there's a whole different set of choices that you have to make. Both of you. You know, now it's a whole bunch of different choices. Are you going to, you know, are you going to raise the child together? You know, do you care about each other in that new life? Is it, you know, I don't care what you choose to do. That life
as its right to life
is all important now. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You adult means to be able to put your selfishness aside for the greater good of the next generation. It's what we do, you know. I mean, right? Exactly. It's what we do for our greater good. The child is hungry. You don't care how tired you are.
When
you get up. You put your undivided attention on the child. I don't see people putting their undivided attention on their children anymore. People have their undivided attention like this. That's what I say. The kids over there with their own device, and people don't. Yeah, they can be, or like we'll go out to eat at a restaurant, and everybody sitting at the table has got the, you know, good versus bad behavior. All right, you cannot say, "God, help me. Oh, God, help me," and then you are not behaving
in a godlike way.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? God helps those who help themselves, all right? Help themselves and who help others. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Make the world a better place.
So no matter what, if they make it, you know, if all of a sudden it was, you know, legal to, you know, legal to, you can take anything anybody else, you know, you can't have ownership of anything. So if you can grab it, it's yours. Does that, like the peaches in the backyard, you know, if it was legal or not legal, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Right is right and wrong
like
is
that
wrong.
Poor fellow who, you know, he was like our age, you know, in his 60s. I think he was in his 60s, right? Or was that store owner who he's just working, and a woman comes in and she stabbed him in the shoulder or something, and
gave him a hard time
because her being kind wouldn't work, and like as if it's his fault.
But then she went out and complained to her boyfriend, who then came in and continued the assault.
He continued the assault, and our backwards courts put the person who defended his own life in jail for a time. I mean, they finally did let him out. But
in the meantime,
yeah, we are in a time where evil is going to try to outdo good. It's if you're not watching, I'm gonna do.
do something
Yeah, they'll try
over
to sneak the
here.
evil in, and we need more governors like Ron DeSantis, like Christine Now, like a lot of good people that are being elected right now on the Republican side of the Republican ticket, because Republicans seem to be the ones standing up for what is true and right and just and moral.
That's the most important.
Firing any prosecutor who will not prosecute. It is our right as we the people, because we the people are the ones who do the hiring. It's just we the people. We the people elect the officials who get together and appoint. Okay? If we go back down to we the people are the final say. Okay? If we say, hey, wait a minute, this is the law. And, okay, and the good, wonderful police officers who put their lives on the line and go after somebody who breaks the law, and they take that person and they got all the evidence, because, boy, they can't just go after him because they know he's guilty. They got to get it right down to we got to be able to prove it. And they do, and then the judge says, okay, I'm going to let him go anyway. No, that judge, in my opinion, not just fired, but he needs to be put in jail. Okay, I say we need to bring back capital punishment, because that alone is going to free America big time. America's big problem is we are supporting evil. All of our money is going
criminals.
Career criminals. They're
arrested time after time.
Yeah. It's like we're hugging and embracing all the evil in the world at the expense of the good. And that's not what America is. When we have George Soros living in our country, and Russia, Putin is supposed to be, the bad guy. He won't allow George Soros in his country, any of that fiat money. There were no trannies humping stages in that other country. You know what I'm saying? Like, America is the least American of
all the countries.
Yeah, that I can see right now. That's just awful. Okay? And it is. It's vivid.
It's not supposed to be like that.
But after all of that, and telling you that, yes, we know it's at its worst. Let me tell you something. It's not at its worst. It's at its best, and I'll tell you why. Because we can see it now. It's always been there. Those inbred jets trying to run things with their money. Always. But now we see them for what they are. We used to, oh, wow, look at the royalty. Look at the stars. Aren't they just so wonderful? And now we can see them, all right? They're just a bunch of filthy pigs. They have no morals and no scruples and no smarts even, That's why it's the best time ever. This is the Armageddon.
And show themselves for what they are.
Every dark corner is having a light shined into it. Right? We can see the papacies and the bunch of freaking filthy pigs they are, and they got their hands up everybody's skirt and down everybody's pants, They're not what they're supposed to be. Oh, our moral compass.
It's
yeah,
so
right. We have a moral compass. I'm a good person, even though the priest has got his hand on a little boy's pants, okay? I have a moral compass anyway. God gave us each a moral compass. And we're all beginning to see that, you know what? I don't have to give my coin.
They only affect us if we listen to them.
Yeah, you don't give your coin to a church who says they're going to give to the poor. No, if you want to give your coin to a poor person, you go purposefully over to the person who you're going to give it to. All right, you know what I'm saying? If you want to help, you do it yourself. These organizations, name me one organization who says they're for the good, who does good. Except for maybe like Judicial Watch. You know what I'm saying? And they only those who are trying to expose
the evil.
All right, it used to be journalism, but now it's not even journalism. It's simple people like we speaking against the,
evils in this world.
Yeah. And Okay, so they're all feeling like they have all the power, but how we're noticing, just like Jesus said on the Temple of the Mount, I'll say it again, that those people who feel like they have all the power, oh, I'm so powerful, will realize they have no power at all. Like that prosecutor in Florida who thought, I don't care who you send me, they're guilty, they're guilty, I'm just going to let them go. Just going to let them go.
Just let
And he
them
was like,
go.
and Ron DeSantis
But
said, you know what?
out you go.
Out you go. In America, we take our laws seriously. We take our morals seriously. To us, only the wrong is wrong. Everything else is okay. We're cool in America. We're very cool in America. We're friendly. We're open. We want to hear people's ideas. When it comes to ethnicity, talk about racism, okay? For a minute. I love different races. I love to see a Chinese person dressed like a Chinese person, speaking Chinese, eating Chinese food with their happy Chinese faces. I like to see the same thing with, I like to see those happy, like, Pakistani faces with their beautiful dark skin and any faces, okay? The, 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 the and I might be getting myself in trouble here, but I'm saying, like a man, when I go to Japan, I want Japanese people speaking Japanese, eating Japanese food with their Japanese culture. When I go to Africa, I want to see the beautiful African skin with their African dog, eating their African food with their African morals. And same thing when I go to, like, anywhere, anywhere. Indigenous people are beautiful people and culture, right? And Native American culture. Where everything is for the greater good. Okay? A person's skin tone only delights us in our differences, like the kitten who's this color or the kitten who's that color.
But they're all beautiful.
It's all beautiful. Only thing we want is this. See this and this, not. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So, I know I go off on tangents, but illegal versus immoral. I don't care illegal or illegal, Really. Immoral is all that matters in the eyes of God. When we start making our legal match our moral, that's when we have America again. That's what this stands for. This stands for we the people together against tyranny. Set up a place that is free to speak the truth. Okay? Not free to lie. You are free to be good, not free to be evil. You are free to worship God in any way you want to worship God. But you're not free
to be evil.
You're not free to hurt, to maim, to lie, and be filthy. Not here in America. We have laws against things like that. And we have capital punishment. Capital punishment is the best thing ever created. You know why? Okay, here we go. Cancer. We'll take a simple thing like cancer. Like, say, if you've got cancer in a part of your body, okay? As if somebody had cancer, okay? And you say, well, those cancer cells are living cells. They are alive. Do they have a right to life, too?
How about that virus? It has a right to life.
Oh, that virus. It's a living thing. Does that virus, you're going to kill the virus? Or you're going to kill the cancer? Oh, I don't know. Doesn't it have a right to life? You know what? Not in my body, it doesn't.
Bad things go, that's
right,
for sure.
Bad things go. That cancer, if you it has a right to life. Eventually, that cancer's going to take over your life. Well, that's what's happening in America right now. This cancer of evil. This cancer of lies, okay? This cancer of wanting what's the
bad
worst
for everyone.
Yeah, and what's it's going to do? It's taking over our body of America, our children.
Corrupting their minds with
and hurting their little
nonsense,
okay?
Propaganda.
Puberty blockers. Did you ever think
gender confusion?
Yeah. The evilest, the worst things. And right now, okay, like I said, it looks like it's the worst it's ever been. And take that as it's the best, okay? Because it's all coming to view and it's all being cleaned. God is showing that no matter what they did, oh my God, all the projects they've been up to for thousands and thousands of years, trying to hoard their money and inbreed, all it did was make them stupid and weak. You know what I'm saying? They did these awful, terrible experiments on good children and people, these MK Ultra and all this other awful, awful things, trying to mind wash and bring. But you know what they found out? That no matter what awful thing they did to somebody, a person has their own mind. You can't change a person from being a good person. People don't change. People, all they want is to be free of all of that.
People want to be good.
Yeah, exactly. So I just want to express. Okay, we watched Joan of Arc yesterday, and even Joan of Arc. Okay, she's like, yes, God said let's do this and let's go do it, and she turned the tide, and where was it like fuck France. France is fucked. Let's just accept that France is fucked. Okay, because what happened was England and France had made a little deal on the side. The people are in control, the elites. And here's this little girl comes in and says, "No, we can turn the tides." And she talked right to, because when she went to the elites wouldn't listen to her. She went to the soldiers and inspired them. And they went and they were doing. So you know what they did? They put her to death.
Burned at the stake.
Oh yeah, you're evil. You don't talk to God. How dare you talk to God? Only me talk to God. Big fat guy with his neck. And hey, if you see a person who's fat, and their neck is out the end, they got rolls in the back like some of the politicians and some of the clergy, they're not a person of God. A person of God would only take what you need every day. Huh? We're not greedy.
Telling you to give to the poor while they're drifting
They're so fat they can't even fit their neck in the car. It's obvious now, and that's what I'm speaking about today. Illegal, immoral. It's obvious that God is in control, no matter what man may think. It is definitely God is in control, and good is going to
triumph over
evil.
Yes,
so let's celebrate our wonderful good triumphing over evil. Hi, Gina Louisa.
And Buddy, having another good
open
discussion.